Good afternoon, everyone. Late winter storm Valerie spinning over the central U.S., dumping on the crops again. Record snow over 3 feet. Also, record low maximum temperature set. A look back a day and a half ago at the freezing temperatures. Oh, let's look at today. May 22nd and 23rd, cloudy skies, rain, and in the 40-degree Fahrenheit range. That's always expected in global warming environments, especially when it's almost summer. Atmospheric anomalies abound as the mini ice age intensifies. Ground-to-sky lightning, dozens of instances of this across Oklahoma and the Central Plains states. Also major thunderstorms across the Acadian Peninsula and Ontario in Canada, leaving at least 60,000 people without power. And as that storm departs, here comes another one. Off the Pacific, which would be expected as the intertropical convergence zone shifts during the mini ice age onset. These are the exact same ideas inventor Lee Wheelbarger and I discussed on episode number 23 of Mini Ice Age Conversations. And while you're watching the channel, please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030. So many states record snowfall as late spring/winter storm Valerie crossed the central United States, blanketing again crop growing areas and the Rocky Mountain states. Record snows above 3 feet. Some places were pushing 52 inches. All-time records broken from Wyoming down to New Mexico. Not only that, record low maximum temperatures, 25 degrees Fahrenheit below normal temperatures. That really light white patch standing out to the west, continuing to bring freezing temperatures to the Midwest just a week before summer. Global warming abounds, doesn't it? Cloud-covered skies, 40-degree temperatures, and drizzly rain. Sounds like a day you should just pack up and go to the beach for a picnic, doesn't it? Also, with the intensification of the grand solar minimum, our atmosphere is absolutely going to be very different electrically than it has been. And here we go. Ground-to-sky lightning filmed across Oklahoma City. Not just once. It wasn't a one-time event. There were hundreds of these captured by people on their video cameras. Check out the Oklahoma City News. It's just image after image after image. And they're trying to say it, well, because there's so many mobile phone towers now, it allowed all this to happen. Really? The mobile phone towers have been around for at least 10 years. And this is the first time it happens in the progression of the mini ice age, which is absolutely going to ramp up in intensity from July 2017 to December 2017. The intensity shift is going to be as much as all of the change of 2016 to 2017. Is going to compress into a single 6-month period. And from that point at January 2018 to December 2018, it's going to ramp up 4 times the intensity of the 2016 to 2017 changes we saw in our atmosphere. The grand solar minimum is here. Major thunderstorms, Acadian Peninsula, Canada, not known for thunderstorms, but the intensity of that. Look how many poles were knocked down. And it wasn't just in that part of New Brunswick and Eastern Canada and the Maritimes, also Ontario, 50,000 people without power. These are massive shifts in our climate going on. There's no denying climate change. It's happening. The only thing being disputed is the cause. I believe it's from the sun. I believe we're heading into a grand solar minimum. Others believe it's CO2. Sort of you can come to the same results, but the amplification is happening so fast, far beyond CO2 projections. Only a grand solar minimum can explain these rapid, incredibly fast changes that are so far above anything predicted, except for a mini ice age. Speaking of which, I was making the call that there would be out-of-season storms continually pounding the West Coast, that the Oroville Dam will not have enough time to get repaired. They're going to have to try to let water out again as these storms come across to get ready for the actual rainy season. May 22nd. Expect those two fronts to come through over the next 2 weeks. And I'm wondering what kind of weather this is going to usher in as it drags down that polar air with it again. How are they going to explain a 35-degree Fahrenheit temperatures with sleeting rain in June? And as they try to happily repair the Oroville spillway, which is incredibly damaged and may never be fully repaired, at least they're not having to deal with eruptions as over in, say, Etna, which would be another indication that the grand solar minimum would have the same effects of volcanism that it has every single time the event comes in its 400-year pattern. None of these dots connect, do they? It's CO2. Go back to sleep. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. The times are changing, and our crops are going to be so heavily affected, and they already have been with these storms. I encourage you to jump over to Bob Kudla at Trade Genius. Talk to him. He's trading on the grand solar minimum intensification, and where they also see crop losses coming across the planet. Commodities prices are increasing, and they shall from this point forward. A history book is one of your best guides. Maunder minimum, Wolf minimum, Sporter minimum, and Ort minimum. That'll give you a good indication about what we're plunging into in the next year and a half.